Sanani Dumilang Molweni Mzansi Africa, and welcome to a fun and informative episode of Expressions. Apha ke kunqa phambili SABC 1. Jumla ke ukhala sakaluvisi unonkanyezi, the brightest star in the galaxy. Kanti ke mbukeli iphondo laseGauteng Xebe recently launched the Festive Summer ena'lanto campaign. Powering this campaign ke mbukeli, this Festive will be of course the Gauteng Schools Holidays program with a focus on public and private water parks to beat off ubushushu obugqithisileyo. Wena Azari ndiyakubona uyaziphephezela unalanto, right? Kanti ke mbukeli, community diski games, responsible drinking and driving, responsibly gaming ke mbukeli, messaging and call to action, residents and visitors safety, as well as the digital geek guide to heighten the musical and event scene ena'lanto. Ifikile Expressions ena'lanto ngathi kuzoba mnandi.
Big days.
Zifikile.
Hayi ke mbukeli ngibingelele nawe lapho ekhaya. Mina igama lami ngoAzaria wakwaKhoza. And yes, the festive season is finally here mbukeli. For many people, izinkambi zikaFaro are part of the celebrations ngalesi sikhathi sonyaka mbukeli. And the enjoyment of alcohol can open to misuse that can lead to the destructions of life mbukeli. Namhlanje lapha ohlelweni we'll be talking about the importance of responsible practices when it comes to liquor trading and consumptions, especially kwithina singabantu abasha. Umdidiyeli wethu uMziyanda Mbedla spoke to young people about the challenges with alcohol emiphakathini yabo, and this is what they had to say.
Alcohol sometimes leads to bad decisions and also more crime, but if we can be able to just control it, maybe in having organized events, I don't think we can go wrong.
We are going into the festive season. Okay, people like to go out later, and we need to accommodate what is going on in our country, not just for the money that we need, but for trading hours. I would say let's keep it at a minimum of 10 o'clock.
In terms of trading hours, it'll be good if the shops can open a little bit later so that those who are working can be able to also still have time to go and do some last minute shopping for family.
Mainly it's all about responsibility. Being responsible, knowing why you're doing that. So most people now, especially young people, they're just doing that because of it's out there and the pressures of life.
Don't drink to forget, drink to enjoy. Because when you drink to forget, sometimes you overindulge and you end up blacking out. Drinking to be drunk is not healthy.
Abanye bathi ki December boss, abanye bathi zi big days. Mbukeli, whatever that you do, see ithimba le Expressions siyathanda ukuthi nigqugquzele to drink responsibly lapho ekhaya. Joining me right now for this important discussion, I'm joined by Tliyo Budibe Lushaba, who's a director of client relations at the Gauteng Liquor Board. Sis Tliyo, ngibingelele ngwamkele Expressions.
Thank you very much, Azaria. Thank you to the viewers as well.
Yeah, so you know, when it comes to alcohol consumptions, we've seen a lot of numbers that rise, especially during the festive season. Abantu bayalimala, abantu unfortunately they do pass away emhlabeni. You know, annually there are like 3 million people abadlula emhlabeni because of misuse of alcohol. Surely these numbers must be alerting to you guys.
Absolutely, they are. Which is why, as the Gauteng Liquor Board, we are the regulators of the liquor industry. We ensure that we educate people on responsible drinking, but most importantly, the power lies with the traders. We educate our liquor traders on responsible trading. So it is important that we're all aware that it doesn't mean one segment has to worry about it, but all of us collectively, we need to be concerned and alert about it.
Yeah. And so you guys work a lot with establishments, especially emalokishini. And sometimes, you know, people, they would complain about some of these establishments that they don't stick by the laws of the licenses, you know, when it comes to adhering to the opening hours, umsindo, after isikhathi befana bekusa kwenziwa umsindo ngawo. What should the public do in that space where we have a tavern owner in Pagatin that does not adhere to the rules and the regulations?
Ngiyawuthanda kakhulu umbuzo wakho Aza. Number one, liquor traders, before they even get a license, they know what their trading hours are. But just to alert umphakathi wethu, the trading hours are 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Should babe in a company where the liquor trader is trading beyond those trading hours, they should alert us. Most importantly, njoba siya ku festive season, abanye bazofuna ukuvula before 10. You'll find people haven't even had a meal or anything like that. Already they're at a tavern right through to 2 a.m. So they are aware of those things. But most importantly, let us report. Let you and I play that role and be responsible responsible enough as well to alert us as and when we see izinto kumele ngabe azenzeki emphakathini wethu.
Yeah. So as the Gauteng Liquor Board, you do run campaigns uqwashisa abantu out there with responsible drinking. But another alarming thing as South Africans is that the average drinking age in South Africa, abantu baqala bana 15, 16, and students, they have this phenomenon of pens down, ugeza amapeni, and all of those things, you know. I just want us to speak a bit about the campaigns that you guys are running. How do you aim for us to have a positive drinking culture in South Africa, especially when it comes to abantu abasha?
Yeah. Ntho bohlokwa haholo gore le rona as the parents re be aware. Yes, re na le di-campaign tse ngata. We run the campaign tsa di-parents on parenting skills. We go into schools, etc. But what we are finding is that there is no synergy between what we're doing. We would have gone to a school to educate a child on underage drinking. Guess what? Umalume ntambama or ubaba uye kanye umthume fridgini ukuthi ngikhiphele utshwala or umthume tavern. So we need to ensure that we are all in sync. But yes, we have a number of programs that we are running. Literally, the schools in Gauteng, we've been to almost each and every one of them. Wherever we get an opportunity to educate our parents, we do so. But our key, and I want to repeat, the power lies with the liquor trader. Uyo oyenza sure ukuthi when they sell alcohol, it lands onto the right hands, right, because you could be doing one thing right, but 99 things wrong. So that's where the most important issues are at.
Yeah. So talk to us about some of the campaigns that you guys have in place right now that are currently running for this coming festive season to teach people about responsible drinking.
We have partnered with a number of, we call them big players. We are running a few things with Heineken, Diageo, etc. We are concentrating on the road fatalities. We want to ensure that this time around, and I know we try to ensure on an annual basis, but we want to reduce the fatalities as much as possible. Remember, once one has taken alcohol to a certain extent, your thinking is affected. So obviously you need to ensure that you don't drive. So it's the driving, it is the consumption ekaya, and ensuring that children are not around as and when you consume alcohol.
Ayembukeli onendlebe uzwile, do not drink and drive. Okwamanje ake sithi qhu eyitolo. This is Expressions right here on SABC 1.
Welcome back, Mbugeli. You are still watching your #1 youth show, Expressions. Well, let's move to the fun part of the Gauteng province Festive Summer ena'lanto campaign. Not everyone will be leaving the province, but instead, we will have a lot of visitors. We heard from Gauteng youth about the fun things to do in their communities, and this is what they had to say.
Us here in Marshalltown, we have some nice old buildings, very, very nice. There's a lot of, nice spots where we have, where people want to try maybe traditional South African food, like muhodu and hard-body chicken, so we have a nice spots they can be able to come and enjoy.
In the east, we have a whole lot of lodges. We have a lot of lakes. We have pools that you can go to. We have parks that you can challenge. Look, no one wants to go to a place where you still have to look at a whole lot of spending, as we are trying to save and still have money for January as well.
We've got beautiful, beautiful places. You can go to Hazelwood, go to Mainland. If you want nature, we've got our best zoo here in Pretoria. So far, I think that's one of the most rarest things we take light almost showing off in our city. Yeah, just Hazelwood. There's a lot there. Yeah, if you are around here.
Hayijonga banyanisile bathi apha eRhawutini kukwanyama ipheli kuphela izinyo lendoda ngumtitilizo. To tell us more about the fun things that you can do apho ekhaya umntwana umuntu omdala and also tourists, let's welcome apha uMbuyiselo Kona, who is the head of destination management planning and sector support from Gauteng Tourism Authority. Mbuyiselo, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for having us.
Kubonga mina ndo.
Ndiyabulela kakhulu i-festive season. Ndiyafuna uqonda into yobana le campaign yenu kude kuthiwa ena'lanto iqulathe ntoni?
Yonke into.
Sifuna ukuyiva.
Yonke into mntana sekhaya, amongst others, we cater for the families and we cater also for the fun. amongst others, uyazi mos ukuthi uChris Brown is here the weekend.
Sure.
City up.
And
Akulali.
Akulalo
Akulala
Gauteng.
eGauteng, seriously. Uyayazi na into yoba kwakhona, even though nina nizawufuna ulwandle, asinalo thina ulwandle khona apha. But we make things happen.
You make things happen.
We make things, and everything starts here in Gauteng.
Yeah,
In
and
here, you either go, kukhona your facilities out there. Whether your wildlife, ikhona khona eGauteng. Whether you think about evolution, where humanity began ikhona apha eGauteng, i-cradle of humankind. 45 minutes away, your Tinokeng is here. Your township tourism ikhona apha.
so there's pretty much everything, although a lot of people would prefer, you know what, we want to see the mountains, we want to see the beach. Niyakwazi into yobana nithobele. And speaking of concert Chris Brown, I know that as young people, we are very much fascinated about the nightlife. Ndiyafuna ukuqonda into yobana, what proactive measures do you have in place to ensure is safety? Because I remember in the past years, we had a concert Beyonce, abantu bebelwa ifoni. Ingaba mhlawumbe yintoni eniyenzayo uqinisekisa ukhuseleko?
Amongst others, what we have arranged now is that you might have seen all over the place, there is amapanyas.
Yeah.
The Department of Community Safety is doing its job well. To such an extent that we have struck a partnership with Amapanyaza, and that partnership is yielding positive results.
Yes.
In Gauteng, wherever you are watched.
You are watched. And I want to get to the casket diski programs because it's very important, especially kasijonga kwimbali yethu,
Don't
i-heritage
finish.
yethu.
Don't finish.
Okay.
Those are my things, man.
Znwebe, znabe.
What's also even worse in here, and most exciting in Gauteng, is that we've got a number of iconic townships. And in those iconic townships, there's going to be games. Whether you will think of Stockfells, or soccer games, or cricket, everything is happening in Gauteng. And we make it a point that as people move in and out, one, they are taken care of. Two, abo mama betu nabo puti betu, business-wise as SMMs,
Yes.
they are also supported. Three, and remember, when you are supported business-wise, you are contributing to unemployment.
Yes.
And also contributing to the growth of the economy. Therefore, in Gauteng, everything is happening in Gauteng.
Oh, yes.
Yes. As a result, why might all of you guys want to live in Gauteng?
Kaloku, that's why you are here,
Your
to
problem is
unpack all
that
the
you are
hidden
thinking
gems.
Lwandle-rich.
Yes.
Don't think Lwandle-rich. There's a number of activities that are happening here in Gauteng. There's a water park. There's everything. As a result, I'm even thinking now that next year, we must have a plan whereby we must show all of you guys, even if we show the entire South Africa, about the
What is
offerings
happening
in Gauteng.
And
Yes.
speaking of offerings, I understand that you guys will be using your app to showcase all the hidden gems of Gauteng. Tell us more about that, and also if viewers there too, how can they access that?
Visit Gauteng. That's the app.
And for
it's
sure,
got everything. Whether, one, amongst others, whether then you want your nightlife, it's there. Whether you want business, it's there. Whether you want what the township has got to do with the offerings, is there. And what to do. And remember, as everyone else moves out, we've got in here staycation. Which means, amongst others, then we've got products then and campaigns and events that are happening in the townships.
yeah.
Therefore, everything we've got it in Gauteng.
And it also shows the map in Dobana, okay, from this location, you are this many minutes away to get to whatever destination. And I understand that you've also been campaigning throughout the country. I also do want to understand, Festive, or the hidden gems that are a surprise to the viewers.
When you find this song,
Yes, most definitely.
yes, one, amongst others, we've got your Makelwane Festival. We've got the Boxing Day events. We've got the events on the townships. We've got Chris Brown. We've got a number of things. We've got Stockfells. Remember, Gauteng is the headquarters. You guys are forgetting that. Therefore, everyone else,
And it should set the tone.
They are here in Gauteng. And therefore, as we want and as we are closing the year, we always close it on a high.
Yes.
And as part of that, remember now, you mentioned earlier on, we want to ensure then that there is peace in Gauteng, there is security and there's stability. And therefore, as you move around in here with your families and with your kids, know that they are taken care of.
Most definitely.
And our partnership with SABC, don't forget it.
Yes.
It's all over the place.
Because we do not want to see, especially now that you have kids activities, abantwana besebiwa, we definitely do not want to see that. I mean, you did mention and touch a bit on how this is going to boost the economy yethu. Ndifuna nje uthi qaba in some of the projects that you have in place to ensure that our economy is boosted up in Gauteng.
Amongst others, we run a number of projects. They range from skills development, focusing on small businesses. They also get into issues of quality assurance. They also get into areas then that also are around the eventing space within Gauteng. Therefore, there's a myriad of opportunities that is actually happening in here in Gauteng. Whether then you will then think, no man, what about infrastructure? Remember, when you think infrastructure, your Gautrain is in Gauteng. And don't think roads construction only.
Yes.
Yes,
So
and therefore we connect the entire world to Gauteng.
Gauteng definitely is the place to be. Thank you so much, for promoting our local tourism and ensuring that, abantu balapha eGauteng abangagodukiyo bazova obamnandi. Thank you so much.
Give me a ring.
We'll definitely give you a ring. We are going to the Chris Brown concert. Zonke diary ifull. Mugeli, let's take a quick break. Remember, you can be part of this discussion by hitting us up on our social media pages. Go to Facebook at Expressions and at x.com at Expressions_10. Uzawubaphi wena kule festive because sinazo zonke apha ekhaya. Masiqhube enkileni ungagunqi. You're watching Expressions.
Siphinde sikwamukele mbukeli usabukele Expressions khona la konqa phambili SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. Uma ngabe usanda ukungena mbukeli namhlanje we are talking about things that you can do kulo December, and also we know ukuthi abantu abasha baspenda imali kakhulu during the festive season. And to help me unpack this right now, I'm joined by Mili Philyun, who's the director at Consumer Education and Awareness Gauteng Department of Economic and Development. Welcome to Expressions. So we know that during this time of the year, a lot of people, they have their bonuses. People tend to spend money a lot. Can you just advise us on some of the mindful expenditures? Like, how do we take care of our money? How do we don't go broke in January and we can't take the kids back to school?
Yeah, I think that's very critical, hey? Because most of what consumers should be knowledgeable about during this time is really to spend wisely. Yeah. Their hard-earned money, lots of us are getting bonuses, and what do we do with that? I think the crux is let's start with the basics. Yeah. Let's start with that budget, Let's plan properly, because a soldier that goes to war without a plan is as good as a dead man walking. Because you'll be caught in debt. Ultimately, if you don't spend wisely. Yeah. So start with that budget. Normally the budget, the rule is like your 50, 30, 20. 50% is your living expenses. Okay. Make sure that you take care of firstly with that bonus that you're getting. Make sure that you pay your rent. Make sure that you pay your car, make sure you pay your water and lights, all that, your living expenses. Then your 30% goes to maybe your entertainment part of it, eating out, it's festive, buying tickets, festival tickets and the likes. And then the 20%, let's stick that to savings and then also maybe paying debt. So that gives you an idea. You shouldn't be paying a lot of money for debt.
All right, and I also hope that Ababugeli Ekaya are going to be mindful of the online scams that are skyrocketing, especially in Alisikhatsi Sonyaka.
Most definitely. We are leaving you behind with Daliano featuring Goda Embassador with a song titled Anthem.
Bye-bye.